Wow. Gone all MacGyver and I'm using a bulldog clip to keep my boobies in place. Okay. Hello and welcome back to Raina's Retrospective. I hope you've been well. Me, busy as usual. So I thought I'd get right into it. I'm going to do my September favourites. I had to think about that then. So I was just typing stuff up for October and yeah, anyway. So we have a few things to get through for September, so let's get right into it. So September, it's the first month of spring, and being a spring baby, I enjoy September. So let's do this. Stop talking crap, Raina. So first favourite for the month of September is this here, is the MAC Extra Dimension Eyeshadow in Lunar. So I originally wanted to get, oh, isn't that pretty? I originally wanted to get the Makeup Geek eyeshadow in Nautical or Nautica. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but it's essentially a blue. I do have a couple of blue MAC eyeshadows, but the Nautica eyeshadow was a colour that I really gravitated to, especially as I like to use blues and greys instead of black sometimes in my eyes. So this was kind of the, what's the word, the interim solution until I eventually get Nautica. But I have a few of these Extra Dimension eyeshadows. I think they are such beautiful eyeshadows. I do like the Makeup Geek ones because of their price point, and their quality is, like I've said in the past, is on par, if not somewhat a little bit better than some of these MAC ones. So, but this particular eyeshadow I absolutely love. So yes, that is the MAC Extra Dimension eyeshadow in Lunar. My next favourite for September is a base product, and if I have a look, I think I haven't really had a favourite base product since May, since the MAC Water Weight Foundation. And I'd originally gotten a different shade of this before I purchased this one. But this is the Urban Decay Naked Skin One and Done Hybrid Complexion Perfector SPF 20. So I'm probably getting some glare from the light, but it's a very beautiful, it's squeezy tube, but it's got the pump top on it. This is the shade Medium. I originally bought I think it's the Medium Dark, and it does oxidize a little bit. So this was a couple of months ago, so in the middle of winter I bought this, and it was just that little bit too dark for me. I find that if I get medium, it will eventually be that little bit too light, but I can warm up my face with bronzer, and as NARS, Uzo from NARS tell me, it's better to be a little bit lighter than being a little bit darker, because it's easier to correct a lighter foundation or base shade than it is to correct a darker one. So this is usually my weekend wear base, or my casual Friday base. I've been using the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer as well, but I really like the coverage of this. I do use a primer, and I have used it without a primer, but I find that it works a lot better with a primer. The particular primer is the Hourglass Mineral Veil primer. But this has been a really good, like I can feel that I've used a fair bit of it already. But this has just been a really good base for minimal makeup days slash don't want to feel too heavily caked days. So the Urban Decay One and Naked Skin One and Done Hybrid Complexion Perfector. It's not a monthly favorite with at least one product from this particular brand, but this here is the beautiful NARS blush in Lovejoy. So I'll write its proper description somewhere down the bottom here, but it's something like a shimmery golden peach or something, a shimmery golden bronze. There are gold flecks in it, but they're very minuscule and they're not very, you're wearing something sparkly on your face. I guess I use this when I don't want to wear like contour and blush, and sometimes on occasion highlight. This is just a real easy swish and play sort of thing, so I don't need to go on about NARS blushes because you know how much I love NARS and NARS blushes and NARS products. So NARS blush in Lovejoy. My next favourite is something that I have had on my wait list on Sephora for a very long time, and would you believe they finally got it back in stock? Yay! This is the Tarte Tartelette in Bloom eyeshadow palette. I have the matte one, but this one, my friends, has some shimmery shades in it. Woo! So you've got 12 eyeshadows, 3 of them. So these 2 and that one. Those 3 are shimmery and the rest are all matte. I seem to use a fair bit of these 2 and these ones. I like to use those as my, and that one as well, as like my base eyeshadow after I've put primer on, just to take away the tackiness. But they are all such beautiful colours. I'm going to have to do a video of swatches for, you know, my Makeup Geek eyeshadows and this palette and the other palette, but this is great and it's going to come in very handy when I do some travel. So yeah, but yes, finally, honestly, it's been months I've had this in my wait list, and yeah, just on a whim, because I don't go on the Sephora website very often nowadays, but I went on there and scrolling through, and then it's like, oh, add to cart. I'm like, what? So yeah, added to cart, added my free examples, like yes, finally. So absolutely gorgeous travel palette if you don't like heaps of shimmer but you also like mattes. And also it pulls some colours, like they're both you've got your cool and your warm and the neutral. Like there could be, oh, I'm not gonna go on because I just not enough time. We're losing light. It's late afternoon. So this palette, oh, brilliant. Next item is a primer, and it's by Hourglass, and it is the Hourglass Ambient Light Correcting Primer. This one's in dim light, which is my favorite ambient lighting powder, and it's, so I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see that, but it's, I actually quite like it mixed in with that Urban Decay One and Done base. It doesn't have any shimmer. It doesn't cover redness. Like it does, but it's not, you still look a little bit pink, if that makes sense. So yeah, because I love a lot of the Hourglass powders and that, like I've used a bit of this, because I love a lot of the Hourglass powders, I had really high hopes for this. And don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful product, and look, it's on my favorites, but I don't think I'll purchase it again. But I still, for what it is, it does the job. It's not as long wearing as the Veil Mineral Primer, but it's still such a beautiful product. And you know what? I actually think that this could be used as like a setting, not really like a setting powder, but like, I don't know. I can use the NARS Pore Refining primer as like a setting spray type thing. I definitely think you could use this for that same purpose. So yeah, carry on, Joey. Alright, so the next product, it's not a monthly favourites without at least 1 or 4 lip products. First lip product is this here is the MAC Amplified Lipstick in Show Orchid. That's what I have on my lips at the moment. So that's its colour there, and this is a swatcheroo. It's so, oh, like I was never really one to wear pinks, but Eleanor has changed my life in so many ways, and her favourite colour is pink, and I tried this on, I'm like, oh, I have to have this. This is for my baby girl, but and she likes wearing lipsticks too. But yes, this here is just a beautiful colour. I'll put its official description down here or somewhere down here. But I don't need to waffle on about how much I love MAC lipsticks because we already know. Next, so this is a couple of lipsticks from a collection, and I will be doing a swatches video of some of these lipsticks, but I'm trying not to get lipstick on myself. Why Urban Decay? Why do you release 100 lipsticks? I have 3 here, which I have just been obsessing over this last month, and I have, so I'll swatch them, shall we? I'll swatch them on my arm, but I'm going to do a lipstick swatch video. So this here is Rocksteady, and it is a cream. A lot of these are the ones that I missed out when they released the Gwen Stefani release. So that is Rocksteady. This is my favorite red at the moment. I absolutely love it. Next one is Plaid, which is sheer, but seriously, one stroke. That's supposed to be sheer? Are you kidding me? Oh, so if we go over it twice. Oh my goodness, that's so pretty. And the other one is Ex-Girlfriend, which is a sheer shimmer. Actually, all three of these were three that I missed out in the initial release of the Urban Decay X Gwen Stefani one. So this is Ex-Girlfriend. So that's one swatch of Ex-Girlfriend. And that's 3. Or 4 if you include the original one. So, and I'm not usually one for I'm not usually one for sheer or nudish lipsticks, but that was just, I'm like, how can I refuse that? But look. They are so beautiful, and just like the original Gwen Stefani ones that I had previously mentioned in other monthly favorites videos, they are not only so pigmented, so creamy, and so beautiful, they actually last really well as well. So it's kind of like a win-win. And I think they're $28 or $29 on Mecca online. And what's Mecca? A MAC lipstick's like 36? Yes, it's 36. So, and they're probably around the same product weight as well. My only gripe is that it can be a bit hard to take the lid off the bullet. But the bullet's absolutely beautiful. It's got like Urban Decay on the side there, and then like a UD embossed inside on the actual bullet. Like, please, so beautiful. But yes, these 3. Oh, I'm so glad that they were made permanent, because I was so gutted when I missed out in the initial release. And they are slightly different, but when I've put like screenshots of both of them side by side, it's like a really minuscule difference between the 2 colours. But oh, so happy. So happy. So my next favourite for this month is, what? This here, my friends, is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Macadamia, which is medium 1.5. I usually use Ginger, which is medium 2, and they brought out, I think it was like 6 new shades in the whole Radiant Creamy Concealer lineup, where they were more targeted to peachy tones and colour correcting in a way. So this shade is actually in between Ginger, which one I usually use, and Custard, which is one that I would occasionally use. So I've got it on now, if that's any consolation. Yeah, it was kind of like, well, that just ticks both the boxes of being a corrector and the concealer. So yay, go NARS, because I'm super happy that this was created. So don't need to waffle on, because it has been featured in many of my videos. So yeah. Okay, so three more things, both related to each other. Well, yeah, they're all related to each other. I got 2 more Essie nail polishes. This here is Sexy Divide. And this one here is Buy Me a Cameo. So it's like a pearlescent one. I'll put their official name descriptions down here. Their colour descriptions, sorry. This is a pretty purple. And this is kind of like a nude, a shimmery nude Prismatech type colour. Priceline had, I think it was like 40% off or something. Couldn't help, no, it was half price Essie nail polishes or something. Couldn't help myself, had to add to the collection. Don't need to go on about that. And last beauty favourite for this month. I'm so worried I'm gonna smack myself in the head and get one of these swatches on my head. Last beauty related favourite for the month is this here is the Maybelline Express Remover. I know Bourjois do one. I've never used the Bourjois one, but I think Chemist Warehouse had like 50% off, and I thought, oh, you know, it's only like $4, give it a go. This is so cool. This is such a clever idea. Shame that there's not one for toes. Unless there is one for toes. But I don't think there's one for toes. But that's okay. I usually, when I use this, I usually go over my fingernails with one of my Manicare coconut pad thingies. Because it can be a little bit drying. And don't use it if you got I've got like a small cut on my thumb. Don't use it when you've got a cut on your finger, because it will sting the crap out of you. Otherwise, it's really good, and it's so easy to use. You literally just, it sounds this is not above board, but you put your finger in like this, and then you swirl your finger around, and it takes off your nail polish. Oh, did I just spill some of that on me? Yuck. Yeah, and you just put your finger in, swirl it around, and the nail polish just comes off. It's so cool. And there's still quite a bit in there. I've had this for a couple of months now, and yeah, it's so quick and easy. It does have that nail polishy smell, the nail polishy what? It does have that nail polish remover smell, so it can be a little so don't do what I do and do it at night time in the bedroom with the windows and the door shut, because Chris just comes in and goes, oh, you're doing your nails. So sorry, Chris. But so that's all my favourites. That's all my beauty favourites. There was a few, wasn't there? Sorry, not sorry. I liked quite a few things this month, and I was actually organised to film this video. Well, I have the chance. So yes, that concludes the beauty favourites part of my monthly favourites. I have 1 book for this book club, 2 lots of jams, and 1 etc. So let's do the book club. Book club. I don't know what that was. So I got to read 1 book this month, in between writing up a job application and being a mother and working full time and all that jazz. But the book that I got to read this month was the book that I cocked up on last month, which is The Murder of Roger Ackroyd by Agatha Christie. This was just like, and then there were none, or Endless Night, because you're reading it I'm not going to spoil it for you, but you're like, oh, could have been that person. Could have been that person. Nah, it's definitely going to be that person. And at the end, you're just like, what? But she's great. She knows how to write a crime novel. Tip my hat off to you. Agatha, Dame, is she Dame? I think she's Dame Agatha. Was Dame Agatha. But absolutely great book. Definitely in my top 5 Agatha Christie books. I wouldn't say it's number 2. Number 1 isn't There Were None, but great book. Absolutely great book. Dad's book club done. I like talking about my book club books, but then I don't want to spoil it just in case you're going to read it and you're like, damn, I haven't read it. She should have put a spoiler alert up or something. So yeah, hence why I don't go into it too much. I just let you know it's good and I enjoyed it. If you value my opinion, then yeah, and if you don't, meh. So jams this month, there's two albums in particular, but one single. So the 2 albums are Lana del Rey's Born to Die album, which is like her first album, her debut release, and then rest in peace Amy Winehouse's Back to Black, which is just mastery. Oh, why, Amy? Why? You have had such a beautiful voice. But the single it's called Alaska by Maggie Roberts, and there was this video on it popped up in my YouTube feed of this girl. They had like some showcase day at this music school or something, I can't remember, and Pharrell Williams was there. Anyway, they talked about their song and everything, and then she played her song for Pharrell, and just his reaction to that song, you have to listen to the song. It's so beautiful, it's so unique. Her voice is just, and just the actual structure of the song. I know that's really weird and like my nerdy music part is coming out of me, but the actual structure of that song and how it was put together is just, it's just beautiful. I'll put the link for the song down below, but it's absolutely amazing. So those are my favourite jams, Mum. And lastly, my etc. So it's a little bit, I wouldn't say it's weird, but because my work is currently is currently recruiting, and being the motivated person that I am, I've been watching and listening to a lot of TED Talks. TED Talks there is a wide variety of TED Talks that you can watch, but the ones that I've been watching are like the motivational ones, or ones that are about mentoring, and in my case just women trying to balance work, life, motherhood, careers, just trying to just blend everything together and make it work. And I'm reading a book in a moment, which I'm not going to say what it is because you'll see it in next month's favourites, but there are women out there that do it. Like my deputy director, she juggles 3 kids and her career, and I tip my hat off to her. I tip my hat off to any working mum. So, you know, salute to any working mums out there, and any mum in general. Like, it's bloody hard work being a mum, and especially hard work when your daughter has eczema. But yeah, I highly recommend looking at some TED Talks. I'm sure there's a topic there that you could explore, and they're not really long. They usually go for like 15 minutes or so, maybe a little bit less depending on the topic or who the presenter is, but I highly recommend just having a look. I will put the link for TED Talks down below, but that's it, everybody. That's my wrap up for this month. Yeah, I'm about to film some more videos, or actually one more video, but until next time, be good, stay well, and just chill. Bye bye.